supporting that Morphling and getting his or her farm. Nevermore being banned here by EyesInt International. Do not agree with this ban at all. One of the reasons I don't agree with it is obviously that, you know, they've already got their, GGnet has got their 2 solos already. We've seen the Clockworks, we see the Clockworks probably going to solo, and we see the Doomring is definitely going to solo mode, so why pick up the Nevermore? Yes, we have seen him tri-lanes lately. I don't think it's the most effective play in terms of SS as in a tri-lane. I think they're better heroes if you want to put them in a tri-lane. You can farm up and carry much harder than Nevermore can. He's not a late game carry at all. He's sort of one of those heroes that you put him mid, you allow him to raise, you allow him to farm up quickly with that Crystal Maiden's aura, you allow him to get late game before anyone else does, and you own the rest of the team by blinking around the map, activating Manta style BKB, you know, completely laying down that early DPS advantage that he has. Late game, he's not such a good carry, and that's why I don't think you should put him in a tri-lane, and why I don't agree with that pick at all. Here we see GGnet now banning the Broodmother. So the Broodmother is being given a ban in this game. Also very not so sure why. Maybe because they're fearing a Windrunner could solo mid and a Broodmother could solo top against their tri-lane. Lay down some mid-game pushing power against those top 2 towers. But it's more likely that we see a Windrunner is going to long lane solo. So I'm not quite sure about that ban, but yes, the Broodmother is a worthy hero to ban any game just because of her pushing presence. And if she picks up a BKB, she does become quite a force in team fights. So it is a worthwhile ban by Puppy here. I'm obviously not questioning his picks and bans, but just trying to give you some analysis in terms of them. So we know why Broodmother would get banned, but I'm not quite sure I agree with it at all. Here we see Sniper being picked up. Now Sniper is going to go in Scourge's tri-lane top. We're going to see a CM and a Sniper and someone else in the lane top. CM with a Sniper is quite effective. CM freezes and slows. Sniper also has an AoE slow in terms of his shrapnel, and with his headshot he can lay down some early damage, early DPS onto the enemy heroes, probably onto that Windrunner here. Allowing that freeze and that slow can stop the Windrunner's Windrun becoming so effective, and allow Sniper to put down some DPS onto that Windrunner in the early game, and should allow some early game harassment going off on that Windrunner by the Sniper and by the Crystal Maiden. Dazzle being picked up and Lich being picked up by the Sentinel here. Lich is definitely going to go in that tri-lane with her Dark Ritual now. She is a very effective force in spamming that early game Nova against, in this case, it's going to be against the Clockwork. Clockwork is really going to struggle here. I presume he hasn't got very good magical resistance as a hero. Probably going to try to look up to pick up his Hood in the early game, Hood and a Vanguard. Maybe both, or maybe just going to pick up the Planeswalker's Cloak early game, just to allow that harassment. But with a Lich and an Earthshaker and a Morphling, harassment against them is going to be very, very high. And he's really going to struggle to get any farm up there unless he just spams his rockets with the assistance of Crystal Maiden's aura. Dazzle being picked up as the final solo mid hero by Sentinel team. Dazzle is a very good solo mid hero, high presence, good amount of good combo with the rest of the team in terms of his weave, and Lich's frost armor will make his team very, very tank, allow that Windrunner and that Morphling to lay down extra DPS, and the heal will allow a lot more survivability in terms of their team. I've seen Dazzle solo against the Morphling and win the lane completely and outright. So he is a very good presence in terms of the solo mid hero, and soloing mid against a Doombringer will allow him to take on all the nukes of Doombringer, heal himself up, and maybe become a threat in terms of picking up some farm. I'm going to pause the game here quickly. Picking up some farm, and becoming a threat in terms of the team and helping out, assisting the team. See, the last hero here being picked up is a Venno. I'm not sure who's going to play the Venno. Maybe Puppy's going to play the Venno, and Puppy often plays Earthshaker and fails, but he's going to be playing an assisting Venno here, completing the tri-lane with Crystal Maiden. Sniper and Venno are going to go top lane top, and with 3 slows on their team, they're going to lay down a lot of harassment on this Windrunner. Maybe try push that lane early with the shrapnel and wards of Venno and Sniper alike. So I'm going to unpause the game now, remove that little thing over there, and let's go. Let's watch what's happening here. Let's see the lanes that's going out. We're going to see Venno picking up the wards for Scourge. We see a rocket just scouting out here. One of the uses, as we all know, of Clockwork is his use of rockets allows him to scout out lanes very effectively. Now, where? Okay, so Windrunner is being scouted to seen going solo mid, but I don't think that's the case. I think she's going to now juke once I assume she's going to go solo mid. She's going to juke and go top. We see Venno running here early game. Probably going to put up a ward somewhere over here in the forest. Maybe forest. Some more. Ooh, picking up the Lich. Ooh, so now sorry, my oohs are a size of very good rockets coming in there. Puppy on the Venno, going to come and place a ward over here, just up on the ramp there, and then get the hell out of there as quickly as possible. Lich is not warding, so we can see Earthshaker warding for putting up the ward there on camp, allowing them to see the rune spot and the ramp over there. So we see that now Scourge knows the tri-lane is bot. Venno is going to be sent top now that he's done his warding duties. Windrunner is waiting for the rune over here, maybe going to try an early gank on that Doomring if possible with the rune. Spawns bot, it's a regen rune. Going to leave it for the Lich who just got rocketed to pick up that regen rune. You don't want to leave that regen rune lying there because Clockwork can pick it up later game. Once he's taken that early game harassment from the tri-lane bot. So we're going to leave that there. Venno is running top now, is he? No, he's gonna. Oh, seems like he's gonna wait here. Maybe he doesn't have. Maybe he has his shadow strike. Doesn't seem like it. Just gonna watch over here. We're gonna see some early game harassment coming in. Like I said, from the CM, from the sniper onto this Windrunner. Crystal Maidens. Yeah, there we go. We see the shadow strike going off on Dazzle over there on the mid lane. Just Venno going there for harassment. Now he's going to carry on, continue to roam top. I mean, as I said, the CM's early game nukes and disables are going to prove probably quite a problem to that Windrunner. We see Kuroki going bottom, stealing a kill there on one of the neutrals. Really realizing that Lich is going to be trying to pull creep camps here, pull him close to the tower so that they can lay down some early game harassment in terms of nukes and stopping him farming up with his rockets because he really needs protection of his tower. Bot lane. We're seeing Venno doing some good creep pulling top over here. Crystal Maiden and Sniper being given the farm. Crystal Maiden just leaving her lane over here. I'm not really sure what Kuroki's doing. He's not going to kill a Lich or a Morphling early game with his, and he's going to have to solve up now. So it's quite poor play there by Kuroki. A bit aggressive here. He's not going to get a kill on the Lich early game, especially with the Lich around with her Frost Nova just to nuke him down to life, ruin his movement speed, and stop him being able to keep using that battery assault of his. Mid lane here, we see the Earthshaker trying to be effective, picking up the haste rune. We do see the tri-lane top laying down some harassment, and there's going to be a shadow strike going off here, hitting a great Fissure there, blocking off the Venno from doing any more DPS onto this Windrunner. Sniper's just laying down some smack on that tower. Now he's going to put some damage onto. No, he's not. Miracle getting out of there as quickly as possible, and Windrunner surviving. Great support play there by the Earthshaker, realizing instead of ganging mid, realizing that he needed to help out top. What we do see, however, is that. So I'm going to pause the game. No, I'm not going to pause the game here. It's that nonsense. I'll just try to talk through this. But Sentinel Eyes International has realized that the tri-lane top is laying too much damage onto their Windrunner. So what they've cleverly done now is they've realized that a Morphling can easily solo against a Clockwork. And so what they're doing now is they're bringing their Earthshaker, they're moving their tri-lane top. Lich is solving up. Earthshaker solving up over here. So they're going to move top to assist this tri-lane here. And sorry, I was looking at some early game initiation there. So they're going to move top here and really help out Windrunner in getting up her farm, because she really does need a farm. She allows her to become more tank. We're going to see an initiation going on here in the Crystal Maiden. I think it was just to cancel her clarity that was going off there. We do see a Puppy going in here. We see only Sniper being only level 3, so he's not Not going to be able to do anything effective here. Picking up some extra gold from that. And we're going to see Crystal Maiden doing a creeple here. I'm not sure why she was doing a creeple. Maybe she was just an accidental creeple. Doombringer versus Dazzle over here. Dazzle seems to be harassing Doombringer quite a bit. But Doombringer is going to pop and is going to chase him down. Does he have his nuke? Does he have his nuke? Waiting for some mana, I think. Oh, Dazzle picked up a solve and is going to solve up over there. Goblin is leveled as level 3 rocket flare, so he's going to be using it to farm against that Morphling. And Morphling, however, is not going to get killed by the... And I'm in fact going to ignore that lane bot because I'm very unlikely to see any kills over there. Pudgecut's almost a level 6 on the Doomring, and then he'll probably be able to pick off that Dazzle. However, as I was trying to say is that Morphling is not going to get killed by the Clockwork bottom lane. It's much more likely, you know, that if that Morphling does get rocket barraged or trapped, he's just going to waveform out of there and do much more damage to Rocket than to the Clockwork than, you know, Clockwork would ever have done to him in the first place. We'd see more creep pulling being done there by the Venomancer, and we're seeing some early game damage trying to be laid by Dazzle onto this tower here, bringing it down to health, maybe do an early push. Doomring has just skilled his Doom. Is he going to initiate on this? Waiting for the correct moment to do so. There are too many creeps around at the moment. Here we see a very effective play by Earthshaker. He realizes that Sniper can't wander too far out of his lane if he's there for the AoE presence, if he's there to get in the block, and we see, oh, bad Fisher there by Earthshaker. And Sniper's going to pick up a first blood here. Great slow, yes, does give the kill to him. Is he going to get a second kill? Is he going to get a second kill here? Only level 5, so doesn't have Assassinate. Does pick up the first blood in top lane here. Great slow and double slow, triple slow even by the top lane over here, and they're going to continue their push. Veno laying down his wards, and they're going to try and push this tower over here. Doombringer now does have the upper hand, sorry, on the Dazzle. Once he's got his Doom up, it really cancels all of Dazzle's stuns, all of his level death, level 3. So it cancels all of his stuns, and sorry, not all of his stuns, all of his survivability, all of his heals, cancels his ult and cancels his Shallow Grave. So we can see an initiation going on here. We see the Doombringer picking up, you're going in on him over here. That is going to be one hit away, and he's going to get out of there. Will he get out alive? Will he get out alive? So Pudgecat does kill the... Ooh, Lich is not arriving in time in order to lay down her Frost Nova onto mid lane, which would definitely have killed that Doombringer. But Doombringer is now level death level 4, and he's going to be picking off that Dazzle at regular intervals. I'm going to do a quick farm check at the moment. I'm not sure if I can, however. Slow going down here. Oh, we're going to do a second kill on the Windrunner. No, there was not enough range on that freeze for the Crystal Maiden. We see Lich is now trying to get some farm mid, maybe get some early game items. We see Morphling is being harassed a lot, however, by these rockets here. Kuroki is level 7. We might see a hook going down there from him if he has the presence or awareness to pick up that Morphling. However, he does not. We see some more harassment going on here on the Windrunner. They're going to try and pick up this tower over here. Doombringer might be able to kill that Dazzle. Is he going to initiate on the Dazzle? Ooh, I'm worried. Here, Dwarven Sniper's got Assassinate, and he picks off the Windrunner, trying to support the town. We see now great action, more action mid here. We see Shallow Grave trying to go on the Dazzle here, but Doombringer just far tanking underneath the tower diving there, getting him the kill.